Hello my dear friends, best greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Viktor Fursov, I'm a research entomologist, beekeeper and teacher. I'm studying small parasitic wasps. Tiny, small parasitic wasps of size of 0.5 millimeters up to 1 millimeter, and they're very beneficial for biological control of agricultural pests. They're spread all around the world and they're indicated here on this poster. So because they're very small here, they're very big. So rather big like small dog, maybe a small cat, but in reality they're very small. And insects, majority of insects, pretty small, they're flying around of us like plankton, like aquatic plankton flying in air, and they're invisible. But today I will do them visible because I will show some insects on screen, some original videos and some videos which I got kindly from my Japanese colleague Dr. Kazuo Takagi. And this video will be pretty surprising because these insects very small, 5 millimeters, 1 millimeter, half of millimeter, and you have never seen them because they're living somewhere between grass, somewhere on flowers, somewhere just on the earth. So pretty invisible, because for majority of people, insects, this is something dangerous, something unusual and something irritating. Majority of people, just common people, they're saying, what's about these flies? Just kill it. Just what about this bee? Just kill it. What about this beetle? Just crush it. And this is education just for majority of parents, to destroy all animals, small beetles, small bugs, small spiders, just to crush all of them. Only just some devoted, just some intelligent, educated, it's not the level, parents can teach their kids that they must be very careful about nature around. They can take care about beetles, about bugs, about dragonflies, about larvae, about worms. Not necessary to crush beetle, to crush worm, to crush snail, everyone to crush. No. Just better to save them because they are living in their natural world. And these tiny parasitoids, they're very deeply organized, very sophisticated way of life, and they're evolutionary adapted to their hosts, because there are some insects and some arthropods, they're like hosts, like the meal, and there are some tiny wasps which are just parasitizing on their meal, laying eggs inside hosts or on the body of hosts, and larvae of parasitic wasps developing on the body of their hosts or inside the body of their host. And hosts can be egg, larva, pupa or nymph, or sometimes even adult insect. So what's about insects? The majority of insects, as I said, small, but some of them were quite big and people enjoy them very much. People say beetles are the best insects in the world, or some others say butterflies are the best. And of course, if you watch for them somewhere in such a wonderful atlas like this about carnivorous, you can find so many interesting pictures here inside, like this strange with this very big beetle, Titanos, the biggest beetle in the world. 12 centimeters is not the smallest, not the biggest one. 17 centimeters, 170 millimeters can be the biggest. All these beetles are so beautiful. Tropical species are the most beautiful, especially in this group of scarabeid beetles. So these scarab beetles, these funny chuffers beetles, that's absolutely amazing, especially this with horns, so they're absolutely wonderful. Or this one, is with flattened body, hiding somewhere just under the bark or under the leaves, somewhere in Malaysia, absolutely wonderful. And some commercial entomologists and commercial sailors, dealers, just catching them in big numbers for sale. Better to enjoy them on photographs inside the book or somewhere in social media, or at least in some zoos. So again, these wonderful Goliaths, so big. I show you some beetles in contrast to these tiny parasitoids. For sure, all these beetles, they have also parasitoids, but they are unstudied because it's so difficult to study parasitoids. It needs to study larvae of this beetle, and larvae is absolutely maybe unknown for this type of curculanide beetle because people can collect adults of these beetles, but have never seen the larvae, even the plant which is used as a host plant for these wonderful weevils, in many cases unknown. And it needs very careful, very attentive observations, long time observations for years, for months, in natural conditions, in nature, in natural environment. Just to take picture of a dead insect, it's one idea, but to take photo and video in natural environment, it's absolutely different. So because here they are just taking this photo in the museum. Oh, like this wonderful beetles eating the wood. So shiny, so hairy, so shining like a gold. Of course, these beetles are very attractive, but if you can compare them with parasitoids, some parasitoids, even some smallest of them, they are also very shiny, like this one, of a family Eurycomidae, very unusual one, Chrysaida, so shining like a bee, like a Chrysidida bee, like cuckoo bee. And but I show you just beetles to compare them with wonderful parasites and to show the parasites not less colorful, not less wonderful as the same beetles. And this again, weevils. For sure the trophical relations of all these beetles not very well studied. For majority of them just they're objects of collections, objects of photography. But trophical relations, as I said, difficult to study in the natural conditions. Some again Elateridae and some of these wonderful Buprestidae as I showed you before. Where is here? Oh, here more. Some Cerambicidae. These were longhorn beetles. Yes, this Buprestidae. So shiny. Majority in tropical areas. Again, Leucanide beetles, stag beetles. So long with long horns. Scarabidae beetles. And wonderful Leucanide beetles. Well, and let's start now to show some videos. Not only photos. For videos, I have a collection of entomophagus insects. Entomophagus, beetles and other insects. Some beetles are predaceous, carnivorous, by feeding on other objects, by feeding on other insects, and some larvae eating different arthropods. And first, not only beetles, but also many flies are predaceous, carnivorous. And we start from the first video which we have here in my collection. Okay, here we see bugs. And these are predaceous, carnivorous bugs. They're just sucking the prey, sucking the caterpillar. See, just using the long rostrum on the head, two antennae from both sides, and between this part of rostrum, like a tube is inserted inside the prey, and bug is sucking gradually, step by step, the hemolymph, the content of the prey for their food, because this is his meal, a caterpillar. not only bugs, but many larvae of different insects are using other insects for their food, for their meal. You see here the larva probably of lacewing, just making cocoon, but this is predaceous larvae which are feeding on some small mites, small thrips, just on the surface, on the down part of the leaves. Caterpillars. Caterpillars are phytophagous, but larvae of beetles, like this one, are predaceous. Some of them are predaceous, or lacewings as well, predaceous on other insects or even on mites. So you see here, this is larva, even you can see just inside the body, the stomach, a digestive system, which is just pumping inside the larva, pumping digestive system, and on the top, just very small crawling mite, red mite, phytophagous mite, which is feeding on the juice, on the liquid from the plant. And you see larvae can be active and just catch this active mite as well. Who is the next? Who is the next in our collection? Wait a minute, I delete some and we'll add some more insects coming to our collection. And this is a beetle, like a ladybug beetle, predaceous ladybug beetle, predaceous, which is just running around, searching for prey, searching for food, because this is coccinellid beetle, which is predaceous and searching for small larvae of sucking insects, which are usually sitting or hiding somewhere on the surface of plants, on the surface of leaves. And so to find them needs to be very active, running around, crawling around, and so the beetle does this way around the leaf in search of its prey. Next one, this is a larva. Yes, this is a larva, which is just sitting here on the leaf. And what she is doing, this is a larva of flower fly or syrphidifly, which is sitting together near with some coccids, some sucking insects, because larva is active. You see, with head part is just moving. We will see larva is semi-transparent, yellowish, whitish, and this is a pupa already, puparium. Again, you see here. For pupation, larva doesn't escape too much because she's very soft, very good prey for ants. So that's why it's easy way just to pupate immediately on near its host. Host is very safe, aphids or some scales, sucking scales, and then just larva is making pupa inside the shell, which is named puparium. And again, next predaceous insect, this is a fly of a family Tachinidae, Tachinid fly. What she is doing? She is already not predaceous, but she has a larva which is predaceous, because Tachina fly has a very specific, not only coloration, but citation. It's covered with setae all around. So if you can see very hairy fly, probably it can be Tachinid, which is not biting you, which is not biting animals, but just searching for prey, for larva, for caterpillar, for larva of beetle, or for caterpillar of night moth, lay eggs inside the larva, and maybe even larva can pupate, made a pupa like here, on this previous small, you see here, this is a pupa, and pupa is not alive anymore, pupa is dying, because inside this pupa was the larva of this tiny parasitic fly of a family Tachinidae. So pupa of moth just died, and just from pupa emerged the adult of this fly of a family Tachinidae. In many cases, Tachinidae also feeding on caterpillars, and just caterpillar is dying. But here, caterpillar just was able to pupate, so but still not survive, because inside this caterpillar and later pupa was parasitized, infested by this strange predator, strange parasitoid to be precise, strange parasitoid Tachina fly. Yes, and who is the next? The next is coming. Next is coming. And here again, on the right side, this is a predaceous larva fly, Syrphidae fly with same flower fly, which is sitting and just as a predator trying to eat very tiny sucking aphid. Aphid is phytophagous animal, phytophagous insect, feeding on juice of plant, and cannot survive when larva of Syrphidae fly is coming, because larva is predaceous, will damage this very soft body of aphid. On the right side also is another aphid sucking insect with greenish yellowish color, and this yellow or brownish color larva in the center. This is not a caterpillar, this is a larva of predaceous fly of a family Syrphidae. And again, next predaceous insect. This is insect which looks like a small mantis, like a praying mantis. Yes, you see, but mantis with very special, like transparent wings, very unusual, but very changed first pair of legs. Because this is not a mantis, it looks like a mantis with same adaptation. This is family Raphidioptera. It's not a family order, special order like a Diptera, order Hymenoptera, and this is order Raphidioptera, more like a mantis fly. So it's not praying mantis, but mantis fly with transparent wings, very close in shape, wings like in some Neuropteras. But this is not a mantis, but you see adaptation for catching the prey with first legs, the same like with mantis, using the legs to catch the prey. And this interesting insect is predaceous or carnivorous. So these are insects. And after insects, I want to show you, maybe you can write some questions, but if nobody is asking questions, today is the weekend, so I would like to show you some landscapes of city of Kyiv. You see the Dnieper River, just to change the subject. Yes, and here this is a Taras Shevchenko Park with monument to Taras Shevchenko in the summertime. And this is Independence Square in the center of Kyiv. And music is wonderful Ukrainian music. And here skies or the Maidan of Independence, or Square of Independence. And here this is a Vidubici Monastery in Grishko National Botanical Garden. Vidubici and collection of lilac. Here we see the downtown of the city of Kyiv. This is a Crescentic Street, and this is a very interesting sculpture of lion or gepard, just near the cafe in the center of Kyiv. In downtown of Kyiv on Krishchatik Street, the most central street, just in front of a Bessarabka food market. And this very old town, this old village of Feofania or Pirogovo Architectural Museum with some flowers. Just I took this picture, wonderful, just before sunset. Wonderful time in the summertime in Pirogovo Architectural and Ethnographical Museum. And it's here, this is again Maidan of Independence in the evening time with column of Lady Ukraine with just national flag on the left side and just very active movement on Krishchatik Street in evening time. And here, this part of a Taras Shevchenko Park with Taras Shevchenko National University, the entrance of Taras Shevchenko University, where just many students just come in now. To the entrance. This was taken in summertime or in springtime. And here we are at Saint Sophia Cathedral Square, and this is a view on Saint Sophia Bell and Saint Sophia Cathedral on the left part, on the right part. No, that's this is Saint Michael Cathedral. So the bell is a little bit smaller. Saint Sophia Cathedral is bigger bell. Here Saint Michael Cathedral. And here some flowers in the center of Kyiv. Some flowers, sunflowers with honeybees even in the city of Kyiv. And from the opposite, the St. Michael Cathedral, this is St. Sophia Cathedral with higher and quite high bell. And on the right side, this is just 1,500 years old St. Sophia Cathedral. And on the square, this is a monument to Hetman Bogdan Khmelnytsky. And here some cosmos flowers near my apartment where I'm living in Kyiv, just to show the beauty of some regions of Kyiv in the summertime. So you call it cosmos flowers. And here, this is just Bogdan Khmelnytsky Street, just the way which I'm coming to my institute from the Metro Teatralna, so this is straight away, just I'm coming from the metro station just to the National Museum of Natural History. And here this is a view from my window at my job, just to Leonardo Center and to just skies in the summertime. And here this is a cathedral, wonderful cathedral of Saint Michael Cathedral, which was just ruined in 1937 and just restored in 1995, already in the time of independent Ukraine. And here this is a monument of Ukrainian and Russian workers, the monument of friendship. But at the present time, this monument demolished, destroyed, because this is order of friendship is not existing anymore. So we are not believing so much in this kind of friendship, because this is old Soviet styles. That's why this sculpture was demolished in the past year, 2040 to 2021-22. And this is a small elephant on the bridge near the Dnieper River with a view to Podil region, with view to river Dnieper and Podil region in the center of Kyiv near this monument. And here the evening time view to Krishchatik Street with a lot of cars and old restored buildings after the Second World War. And here just the view for autumn leaves, because here I've showed several seasons. Again, this is Archangel Michael, the guard, the Lord Protector of Ukraine and Lord Protector of Kyiv city, just on this gate in the center, on Maidan of Independence, or the Square of Independence. Here this is some winter time, Antonovich Street, near the Taras Shevchenko University and near Taras Shevchenko Park in wintertime, with a lot of snow, some years ago, and this year we didn't have too much snow like that. And this is between Christmas time and this on the left side. This is entrance to the National Museum of Natural History at Bogdan Khmelnytsky Street near Metro Teatralna. So this is decoration of lights was done some years ago. And here view to St. Michael Cathedral and monument to Bogdan Khmelnytsky, monument to Hetman, military leader of Ukrainian Cossacks and state, Bogdan Khmelnytsky monument. And it was the time of a celebration of Christmas. Thank you for watching. I hope it was interesting and entertaining for you to see some videos, to watch videos of insects, and to remind you that I am in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, to remind you that Kyiv now in difficult situation because we have just war in Ukraine. But despite all these troubles, we have belief in our Ukrainian army, in our forces, and we could say Ukraine is forever. Don't forget to say about it. Ukraine is forever. And welcome to my channel to watch more videos about insects, about Ukraine, about Kyiv. And if you have interest in donations, so you can find some links about Patreon page. You can become just patron or donator or sponsor of the channel. Why not? It's a good idea. And next video is coming very soon. I hope so tomorrow if we have electricity, and despite all troubles in a front line in the east and southeast, we must live, believe and work and continue our job as well, because nobody didn't say we are not in blockade, we are not in a blockade, we are not in a siege, we are free. So Ukraine is fighting for freedom, independence and the power. Good luck and see you soon. And Ukraine is forever. Good luck, see you soon on my channel. Subscribe, bye bye, see you soon on my channel. Write your comments. Best wishes for people who support Ukraine, for people who support Ukraine, who is with us. Good luck.